Back in August 2025, Snoop Dogg shared his frustration after taking his grandson to see a movie that unexpectedly included a gay scene. That moment caught people's attention fast, and the clip quickly went viral across social media, sparking a huge online conversation.
And she had a baby with a woman. Well, my grandson in the middle of the movie like, Papa Snoop, how she have a baby with a woman? She a woman. Oh, I didn't come in for this. I just came to watch the goddamn movie.
Naturally, the internet exploded with mixed opinions after Snoop Dogg's comments. People from all sides had something to say, especially those from the LGBTQ+ community. One of the loudest voices was T.S. Madison, who pointed out that Snoop has shown women with women in his music videos. So why criticize a similar scene in a movie? She questioned his double standards. Soon after, comedian Jess Hilarious jumped in to respond, giving her own take on the situation and defending Snoop's right to feel uncomfortable about what he and his grandson saw on screen.
Jess Madison weighs in on Snoop Dogg's comments about the Lightyear movie after his grandson asked him about two lesbians having a baby.
Snoop, you have music videos with women dancing and kissing other women, dancing naked. So why is displaying lesbian behavior in your music videos appropriate, and you are afraid to answer the questions from your
First of all, why is you even, this ain't even your department. They talking about lesbians having baby, women having baby, like with other women. This ain't in your colony.
In this situation, Jess Hilarious seems to be stirring the pot again, whether you call it trolling, teasing, or simply starting trouble. She's definitely the one fueling the argument this time. Jess and T.S. Madison have had ongoing tension for quite a while. Jess has repeatedly challenged the idea of gender identity, insisting that there are only men and women, and that only biological women can give birth. She's made it clear she doesn't view trans women, like T.S. Madison, as equal to women born female. T.S. Madison, who was born male and now identifies as a trans woman, has strongly disagreed with Jess's comments, leading to several heated exchanges between the two. Their feud has become a recurring topic online, with fans from both sides jumping in to defend their favorite. Meanwhile, Snoop Dogg, who initially criticized a same-sex scene in a movie, later softened his stance and even announced a new cartoon called Love is Love, which celebrates inclusivity and LGBTQ+ themes. After hearing about that, T.S. Madison decided to respond directly, once again reigniting the conversation in a major way.
I want to say this, because I saw this, and I felt the way. I felt the way about this because y'all let that Robert Townsend in the face looking at Jess Hilarious get her masculine voice have up on that radio station and on her thing, and I said something to that, and y'all drugged me. Y'all drugged me all up and down. Y'all drugged me. I need an apology because y'all let that mother bumbleclot ass get her tired, big wide nose ass up there and try to serve me. Y'all let Jess get her big wide nose ass and try to service me because I was defending my community against this right here, and then this turn around and happen, and everybody quiet. But now I see all the articles with my name attached to it. I'm looking at all the articles, Yahoo, Out Magazine, what else on here? Ooh, let me move this. Billboard. I see T.S. Madison's name all in that, right? T.S. Madison criticized his comments. T.S. Madison claps back. T.S. Madison this, T.S. Madison that, right? But y'all let that big wide nose meteor man get her mother hoarse voice up there, and then y'all was on there dragging me for defending myself against that punk ass who played games with me. And not only that, right? It's the in my community. It was the punks and in my mother community who always get somewhere trying to be a pick Misha.
The words T.S. Madison used were extremely harsh and direct. She didn't just go after Jess Hilarious, but also aimed her anger at others who supported Jess in the argument. Her language was strong and offensive, showing how heated things had become. On the other hand, many women publicly stood by Jess Hilarious, agreeing with her point of view and defending her against T.S. Madison's remarks, turning the whole situation into a loud online clash of opinions.
T.S. Madison's undercover misogyny towards women is definitely at an all-time high. I pick up on character flaws. I watch patterns, the way she treats women, and I notice her comebacks is always comparing women to natural-born women, to natural-born men. And how she's handling Jess Hilarious is further proving my point. That's all I'm gonna.
Every single time that an LGBTQ plus topic comes up and T.S. Madison is involved, Jess Hilarious goes extra hard and always has something nasty to say. And then when T.S. Madison claps back, everybody wants to disrespect T.S. Madison. But y'all do not acknowledge the fact that Jess Hilarious just does not know when to shut up. You don't have to like trans people. You don't have to like gay people. But when you don't like something, then you avoid talking about it at all costs.
You know, I normally stay out of topics like this, but this time I have to speak up because what I'm seeing online is worth addressing. Let's take the example of the content creator Funky Dineva. He's an openly gay man, not hiding who he is at all. Sometimes he performs in drag, and over the years he's built a big following, especially among Black women. Funky Dineva often calls himself an advocate for women, but there are moments when he crosses the line. He's made comments about people like Chloe Bailey that were unnecessary and disrespectful, and sometimes he talks about women in ways that come off as insulting, even if he doesn't intend it that way. The problem, I think, is that because he's a gay man and most of his fans are women, he's gotten comfortable saying things however he wants. Somewhere along the line, he forgets that he's still a man talking about women, and that comes with a certain responsibility. This is where the current issue with T.S. Madison and Jess Hilarious starts to look similar. When people look at T.S. Madison, not everyone sees her as a biological woman, even though she identifies as one. That difference in perception matters. So when T.S. Madison starts saying harsh things about Jess Hilarious, you can see why some women have pushed back. I heard one woman flat out call T.S. Madison misogynistic. Now that word is important. Misogyny means a hatred or strong dislike of women. And if someone is calling you a misogynist, it means they don't view you as a woman. You see the point? The language itself shows a deeper issue about how people see you and what they believe your place is in the conversation. And this is where I think the problem gets bigger. Whether you're a trans woman, a gay man, or even a straight man like myself, you have to be careful about how you speak to women. It doesn't matter who starts the fight. If you're a man or someone the public still sees as male, the moment you fire back, you become the bad guy. I've experienced something similar myself. A few years ago, I collaborated with a young woman online. I supported her work, shouted her out, and tried to help her grow her platform. Out of nowhere, 2 years later, she posted a nasty video about me, completely unprovoked. She didn't accuse me of anything terrible, but she said a lot of false things that came out of nowhere. Naturally, I wanted to respond, but I had to stop and think. If I said anything back, no one would care that she started it. They'd just see a man going after a woman, and that would make me look like a bully or a misogynist. People wouldn't care about the context, they'd only see the optics. That's why I believe T.S. Madison crossed a line here. She's going after Jess Hilarious with harsh, vulgar language, and that's not okay. Even if Jess said something controversial, there's a way to respond without completely losing control or disrespecting her as a person. Where's the maturity? Where's the composure? You claim to support women, but your behavior shows the opposite. You can't be calling women out of their names and expect people to still see you as their ally. And here's the bigger issue that's forming underneath all of this. When trans women publicly attack or insult cisgender women, it strengthens the belief among some people that the trans community is trying to replace women rather than coexist with them. Once you start talking down to women, calling them names, or mocking them, you lose support. People start saying, "See, this isn't about equality anymore. This is about control." And that's a dangerous path for any movement to go down. Now, I'm not saying everyone has to agree with Jess Hilarious. She said things that can come off as offensive or ignorant too. But even then, the right way to respond is through conversation or education, not humiliation. If the goal is mutual understanding, you can't get there by throwing insults. The moment you do that, people stop listening. The truth is, respect works both ways. You can't ask people to respect your identity and then turn around and disrespect theirs. When you call yourself an advocate or representative of a community, your actions have to reflect that. Otherwise, you just add fuel to the fire and make things harder for everyone who's genuinely trying to create acceptance. What I see happening with T.S. Madison is that her anger is clouding her message. Instead of winning people over, she's pushing them away. And that's sad because she has a platform big enough to make real change. But using it to tear others down, especially women, only proves her critics right. At the end of the day, people need to stop letting emotions run their mouths. If someone disagrees with you, that doesn't mean they hate you. It means they see things differently. Learn how to handle that with grace. You can't expect progress when every disagreement turns into a public war of words. So that's where I stand on it. Whether you're a man, woman, gay, straight, or trans, respect should always be the standard. Don't let ego or hurt feelings make you forget that. Because once respect disappears, the message gets lost, and everyone ends up divided. So, what do you think? It's your boy O. Jackson, just keeping it real. Thanks for tuning in. Stay smart, stay respectful, and we'll talk again next time.